Breaking news, Teofimo Lopez is now currently training with Saul Canelo Alvarez. Let me start off with saying this. I think this is a really good move from Teofimo Lopez. The fact he is training with the face of boxing himself and one of the best fighters on the planet, Mr. Saul Canelo Alvarez, says a lot. I mean, Canelo has the most experience out of everyone in the boxing game, and he has one of the best corners and coaches in Eddy Reynoso. And honestly, to me, it seems like Teo does need to make a change and needs to add some more elements to his corner. It just seems like he's a great fighter, but he's also an up and down fighter. Now, what I mean by that is that 1 minute he could look like one of the pound for pound best, coming off performances like Josh Taylor and Vasily Lomachenko. But then the next minute, he could have horrible performances like he did against Jermaine Ortiz or Sandor Martin. Now that just tells me that he needs someone else in his corner. I know he loves his father, and when you come up with your father, it's a beautiful thing. But realistically, he just doesn't have enough experience to get Teo past that level. I mean, it seems like Teofimo Lopez's biggest downfall is when he's fighting those boxers that like to stick and move. Those guys that have fancy footwork and don't want to stay in your face for 12 rounds. Because for whatever reason, Teo can't cut off the ring, which is really entry-level things. Of course, like I said, there's no disrespect. He's a great boxer. But it just seems to me that sometimes he likes to be a little bit lazy. He likes the person to come to him, and he likes to just use athleticism and counterpunch. But bringing someone in like Eddy Reynoso, who trains the best fighter, the best pressure fighter in boxing, could very much help his style out to be a better pressure fighter, a better inside fighter, and all around have the better IQ. Plus, look at all the fighters he's trained. He currently trains Canelo Alvarez, Oscar Valdez. First minute, he trained Andy Ruiz and Ryan Garcia. This guy had a mega team. So to bring someone in like Teofimo Lopez is definitely something that wouldn't be too out of this world. He could definitely have enough time to train Canelo Alvarez and Teofimo Lopez. They usually fight on different dates anyway. I mean, if you just simply look at this little clip here, you could already see an improvement that Eddy Reynoso is helping Teofimo with. Just the simple fact that he's having him sit on the shots more to engage in that power and get that full thrust through his hips. To me, it seems like ever since he moved up to 140, Teo's power hasn't been the same. Of course, at 135, he was knocking a lot of people out, but at 140, his power has been looking very suspect. Hopefully, Teofimo Lopez does consider Eddy Reynoso to be his new coach, and he doesn't let down Eddy Reynoso like Ryan Garcia did. I mean, this guy was a special talent, but his head's just not in the right space. Of course, Teo does seem like he takes the game a little bit more serious, always calling out the top opposition. He even wants to fight Terrence Crawford, which is absolutely nuts, but that just shows you the class of fighter Teofimo Lopez is. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Eddy Reynoso would be a perfect coach for Teofimo Lopez? And who would you guys like to see Teofimo Lopez fight next? This is Eric with the Pound for Pound Boxing Channel, and thank you guys once again for tuning in.